we've had a pretty good week so far. I mean, the players have been, attentive, and we've had pretty good intensity in what we're trying to get accomplished in practice. And even though it's been a little different, because we're kind of a day ahead from a schedule standpoint, today doesn't really feel like Tuesday. It feels like Wednesday. So, from our standpoint, it's I think everybody kind of gets in the routine of what they do on certain days. But practice has been spirited and pretty good. And, the only injury to report is Barrett Jones still is struggling a little bit and has not been able to practice much and may try to do some things tomorrow. And I think that would be the indicator of whether he would be able to participate in the game or not. So I do want to congratulate Greg, and Barrett on being named first team, academic All-Americans. Greg was actually the ESPN Academic All-American of the Year, and this is the second year that Barrett has been recognized as an academic All-American, and I think this is the second year in a row we've had 2 guys out of 3 in the SEC, which makes us very proud as an institution to have 2 guys being represented from a league standpoint. The only thing we'll do different for Thanksgiving is move practice up an hour tomorrow, so guys will get finished at a little before 5 rather than a little before 6, and since we don't have school, but then the guys that are in a local area can go home and have dinner. The rest of the guys will go to the coaches' houses and as well as my house to have Thanksgiving dinner, and everybody will come back, and at 12:45 we'll have Thanksgiving dinner on Wednesday as a team and kind of go from there.
Talking to Mark yesterday, he kind of said that the running backs have a chip on their shoulder after last year. If their offense kind of shut down, how important is it going to be for them to establish themselves to keep the Auburn offense off the field?
Well, I think that the running backs are only going to be able to do what our front line is going to be able to do in terms of blocking a very good front. They're very athletic up front, very aggressive, in what they do, and try to give you some bad downs with some pressure run defenses. And I think, it's going to be important that we get a hat on a hat. I think the better we run the ball, the better balance we'll have. And I think that'll be important to us being successful in the game.
I know you're not a huge stat guy, but them converting third downs 53% of the time, how big an important area is that for you guys?
Well, I think, third down efficiency in order to keep the ball is a critical stat. You want to get off the field on third down. Obviously, offensively, you want to be able to keep the ball, to keep drives alive and have possession of the ball and that type of thing. I think anytime you can have 7 or more play drives, you're changing field position even if you don't score. And I think, one of the reasons that they're very, very good on third down is they do a good job of managing the down and distance so they don't get a whole bunch of third and longs. They're not afraid to run the ball when it's, 3rd and 5 or less. And, they're very athletic at quarterback. So sometimes even when the defense sort of gets everyone covered, they still convert a first down with the scramble or, him actually scrambling to make a throw or actually running for a first down. So that's a real bonus. They're a good passing efficiency team. I think the best in our league in terms of they don't pass it, 40 or 50 times a game like some teams do, but for the number of times they pass it, their efficiency in passing is very, very good. And, I think it's really key to being successful on offense to be a good third down team.
Coach, I got to ask you this question last year around Thanksgiving. I'm just interested again. What are you most thankful for this year?
Well, first of all, from a personal standpoint, I think you're always thankful for the relationships that you have with other people. Family probably being the most important part of that. I've been blessed with, 2 wonderful children and a great wife, and You know, my mom is here and has been here for a few weeks to see a couple games, but you know, and the relationships and the friendships that you have. You know, somebody gave me sent me I don't know what you would call it, I guess an email, and it was about, can you name the last 10 people who won the World Series? Can you name the last 10 people who won the Super Bowl? Can you name the last 10 teams that won the NCAA National Championship in basketball or football or whatever? And, you know, I could name maybe 2, maybe 3. That's all I could remember. But then the next section said, can you name the 5 people that had the biggest impact on your life? It's 5 people who are your best friends. Those were easy. I mean, I answered those like, you know, I could pass that test. I couldn't pass the other test. And it kind of puts things in perspective for you a little bit about what's really important. You know, relationships with other people, trying to be a good person, serving others, being a blessing to other people. You know, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity I have to be in the position that I'm in, and for, you know, the people at the University of Alabama to, you know, give me that opportunity 4 years ago, I guess it's been now, and I think I'm very fortunate. But, you know, there's so many things to be thankful for, you know, health, well-being. We all have lots to be thankful for, and sometimes we don't think of those things. We think of the things we don't have.
I'm just curious how Trent Richardson's coming along, and if we can expect him to play on Friday.
Well, he's doing great. He's practiced every day, you know, and he's doing fine, and we have every expectation that he'll be able to play in a game. You know, you never know when you know what his durability will be, but I think he's full speed and ready to go right now.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thank you, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody here.